say this. How much I want any that do ne my aresa binyamie abramitasi Demi won't share what's up. So me move, be yummy. I promise I see. Demi won't share what's up. Be ramaba.
Yamwakaba at the bus stay healthy Jumedie so. I was now for ye di adrene de chia, a beshare so frau, and a first Sunday, not as a mokpa, a jinamudin den into Reverend Bompaye, or near change a measem, or senior mammy no obey ya, a bema with me a yinshra. Say, would a feeble con chain where ye wickedness every ho, now will live a clean life, a beboa, I mean, a mishra et me about so. Namishra, baby, I dread ye. Apomude hon komo ene ene ubedi ene ubedi nkomo e de afa wa pomude hon medi de Adwoa Kyerewaa ene mentina fi sa break kosi se dwumadi a ede yatena sie de bekọ na wieye na de to aso so etimi aba nwumakuo bi na abeso yasene ama yetimi di stay healthy dwumadi ebrewo multi credit savings and loans limited banki afia yesimu wanya mfie aduonu ensia fachame aduonu ensia meka aduana ensia kyerese banki wanya mfie aduonu ensia ne niema a woye no eburu de wanya aduana ensia so enu nti saa na meka no niema bebre na banki yiye se wo pese wunya moye group loans nipakuo bi mbeka mo ho abom na maba muka mu hubom na mo ba ye beboa mo ama manya loan no e de aye adwuma ankran nsu ye de ba se de egu so kra e higher purchase me se de nkoda na ko school no abo abata ne papa enti wunyanya asamoa ne bi abowura multi credit ne bi se higher purchase na e koso no enu bi na opesa wo ye na ni titiru pa besi sa brain na wuni account e wo multi credit de a mesre wo ye wo ho bomodi ansa wo beko na wakobi account wo ho na aboa amonya baby pa edu sika ato BOG vinegar wo de kakra bi gu nsuom na wo no mu a eboa ema bibia etimi ye kama ebiebie wuntini mu ene ematimi koso kama wa wuntimi ni de wo betimi adidie eye BOG alternative clinic ena di BOG vinegar yi aba pacho etimi sa de gu nsuom wo horo no baye eho se ebi awie yi wanya lettuce kakra bi na pese wutwitwa wie no emo anketenkete bi wo wa ani entimi hunu enti de wo baye ne se wo di BOG vinegar na kakra bi begu nsuom na wo de awohoro so pacho BOG alternative clinic in fact yeah the diet e correct diseases enti wo ba ho a enye ne den so enye hu bia na mum pressure ne ba bia huraduro bia ebeba fom sugar ne ba bia da bia ebeba fom se the pressure no ho asem aye den pa edin no Adwoa Kyerewaa dwumadie no stay healthy apomude ho nkomo na ye ne wo eba bedi memo akwa aba ene mentena na unu ho de biara da na watwi mu ene beto odwa se oba de adawroma adokotafo bi nim de adawromenti saw ya ye friend kidney yetimi aye successful kidney transplant e wo Kumase he ya in fact e Ghana ene ye Kumase ebi nsi Kumase da yenye bi e wo Kumase da na edubra bi a ne ye ka kire obi se o kidney ho aba asem a na eye ne se wa sign ne death warrant owo kwan so an wasi no nya de a obenya ahotobio ne kakra kosi a edi se busuafo jiska bom ni epeska edi nipa ni tu kwan ekwa abrochire wanti bi kwade so kokesi na nsese de nyame adom etimi aye bi Kumase ha stay healthy ahwefo ni etifo ye ka kidney ho asem de a na Dr. Elliot kidney Prantentano. Doctor, congratulations.
Kyerewaa, thank you so much. Thank you.
This is the doing of the Lord.
And it is marvelous in our sight.
Only God can do that.
Only God can do this.
I was for senior nephrologist. You see, a case doctor, a nephrologist, and I just say, "Omo no share kidney, and who sends him into almost how back could be say any pediatric nephrologist." They say, "Unkoda omo kidney who about some omo no show." Mamenka will say February bosomi I see me a cancer month.
Okay.
A bosomi idea see why they boko cram and who the guru. Inti bosomi ye boko cram who the guru. Ama ye hunu said ye. Kokram na yen hyɛ nim niema a ba January ya ni hu sɛ cervical cancer de adom ni suahunu ɛne nimdie nti no ye nimdie de ba nti etimi bɔ ye ho ban unlike other ones no nti die ntimi mo ye ho ban no risk factors na ɛde ba no ye bɛhwɛ na yesi ano kwan na ama me kan but mo de ani da so aba ama obi a wanya kidney problem
no correct
ani da so bɛnia.
Oh, send him so mean starting cheer and for empathy voice no voice.
Perform easy. Procedure let me affect your voice
na whether no so ka ho ya nti tie for yechiamo.
Okay.
Na yeda mosen so eja mo na ntem bia mo bom pae man am yetimi ye ne ayeye. Nti no correct send ya hotel na in fact news in the break here this week here but in terms of transplant na there I mean November last year near you Kyerewaa
sir
in fact
mo pese e beti ana na mo di sie kaka na premature nti mo pese e be pie
unse ye bibi for the first time sir no na inya say time be be sure say the right things are done
sure
na kidney transplant bibia ena form sa na ya na nsunsuanso no so doso so o sha se ansa na ba bedwa wanum na so ba be mana atire no also ye sure say o bibia akoso kama patient na ho ye onipa kro yi ma no so ho ye enti in fact me team members there na omodwa me pa
enti patient ni kofi
oh that
ne ho ato no
oh ne ho ato no
wan kakra wo hunu
and na also ye yi ni kra kofi a ye follow up and from beginning no me team members other people even from Hope Exchange and no person challenge na riding on them so no normally these things
so it was a success until at least you wanted people to know
exactly in fact that was the thing that was the November no but I decided to hold on kakra and you sure say patient na stabilize BBI kama Johnson na back kama ne ho ye and then we can throw it out there so I say me na ma hold delay no na manfo ni ajepa from November na nkeja ompeso mu die rusi but me so minim nia can happen until I feel okay let's
go na mu free amu bedru sa November no
baby if in there na kwanwa because kidney transplant home comedy ya sha see somewhere 2017 2018
I see
to be honest me feedback from training 2016 nema settle kakra from 2017 I was like patients are measure all the beginnings me that prevention and the manage because I feel
even though measurement man measure
because transplant there but my wish is say ubi enya ya really be all right so prevention enya the better was why so we've done the prevention among for yare now mobile ayare sabia it make sure the best we can omo betimi dialysis nsem yaye unyo obi those times kro betimi akoye transplant na so usika kro be transplant since yenye wo ha nti no na yamo akwa amono na India ombeko India and other places in fact in cry no shall some time back na no as in campaigns and I think from 2006 cry no shall in Tincrophobia fee those times Birmingham. So a couple of them, I think only about 16. But after most of them were good. But after a while, there was some follow period kakra where nothing was happening. Until recently, me assure so Betty na Kolibusha CBU and private hospitals with a bank hospital na UGMC. So Accra na shall but again, no people's confidence. Kumasi de ni be crowded. So very good question Webisano because a man for few said transplant no a be a cheresosa and cheresosa if you did na ye de near surgery for twice or year na and 1 year
the mudi chana
good
anesthesia
na until all you needed and again that was one of my frustrations those times and I say Kyerewaa adi ye betimi aye I see the competence of my surgeons and all of the people around.
But team no Ghana for nko Chibai.
Good. So for my team, no, the majority were Ghanaians. Okay. It was only 2 people who came in.
Brony
in fact, Brony I was screen so no Brony on no the lead surgeon no. Into only the main person na ye no buy. Into Indian, yes. Or in fact on one na Adwoa Kyerewaa for omo surgeries no recently no. So he's a known face here in Ghana. And he's done over 4,000 surgeries. I mean he's super good and he goes to countries to help them build. So one of the nema address here be and say yem pese obi tem bia beba na waba be yama ye no ko yem pene sa. Eti for now no de nia ye hia ne se wo pe oba be guide yen eno kra no hwe yinima omo mutena ne nche ni nyina ye surgeons a omo kumazi krodie me
oba no se surgeon
so oba ne nephrologist nti wo hwe obroni na ne ote ne left ne right no omo ye urologist omo ye surgery e wo kumazi he ya so all the ne one left and right depending on how you're looking at it from the George Amwa the lead the urology team okay. And Dr. JB Adai and Oteno other side you know so they actually supported the surgery so Odwen critically
Dr. Patricia Kufoni
on the nephrologist on NMA and if he from the nephrology side
meaning say urology for no omo hwe mema ya de but how they connected with kidney no
because unse a kidney na bladder enti e ba so kidney nya problem na me feel say also you with kidney no to twene omo na me frɛ say o yen me from no mako yi ato atwene na say me feel say be a kidney stone e bi wo mu na say bibi block Johnson na anti ama o kidney na ho den na conform urologists they deal with that so they are most transplant surgeons I mean we are by from India and the background here urology it's almost as surgeons not my urology no and then they now focus into the transplant so the key thing and say now yamani panamra no be guide and yes almost me but at least on our experience and I also am looking at it from the bigger picture no me pesa ye be ba kumi no na atiada or see a team here and such that in the next year no we don't even need say obroni bi abeba
na ye black
exactly
matiesi kwanso ade why ready so ye beba ho dona no ni we no obi a ne ho kwan aso ne kwankoro no oba mo betimi aya ama
in fact even omo an omo ate because to be a unfam betu dwa there that now someone for everyone has a friend thank you who he or she confides in men can chiro bia by eventually so even before then we started receiving after that November no we started receiving so many calls because people were your person ke ko India your person who have atese motimi aye nti enya krasi e be ko ba bia and obia be person obe surgery no e won ekrum so why not exactly as I speak no in fact there were some people ground but they started paying in advance because said dog for next one na over year no they you have do no the next one or person year no your person will be giant we want to be a part of it so already no people have started and I think I like it in the sense I don't want the situation where
how often can you do it
so it all depends good what will let us get a transplant done no enye me nko enye me team no nko enye facility no nko nyoma bebre because minimum microphone bebre omunya ombeye sika semo no obi wo honso a wenye sika no obenya dona no me sure say san nyoma na ye be because ye be di hu komo pa because wo wuti wo wutie yen ya na say wo hwe yen wo online and na TV so no it is very clear say more ye patient na ye ntimi nya transplant na mo
so we don't manufacture kidneys.
We don't manufacture kidneys. And just say carburetor na say tire ye ton magazine.
Ye ton spare tire.
Ye ton. It won na also ye wadwen say me nua ba me nua ba yi me kunu me yeri me so and so nya kidney. Me ye madwen say me yi me dia ba kon ye de ama no because sika no na we nya one donate ya ye ntimi nya transplant no.
So back to track e kwan brebe ne kodru sa afede je say ye ma ye yi obi kidney e de ma obi.
So indeed from Sanana me hate from history from 2018 I was like bibi a bit me aye but ya church ho krata kekan hu bom ye meetings na Zoom meetings ya church document one but for some reason I told be anema sa no bo say ye kan wa sama na the pressure dies down but me so near me ya ni It is like my brethren say, why can't we do this? It's in Ukraine. These there were a couple of like I had about 4 patients and I'm about one and 1 or 2 of them were ready to come there. Ombeko India crack.
What kind of papa you? Or how we could have started with him?
Yeah.
And can me just
thank you. So may so rest in peace. Yeah. Anytime in fact I was in another in American one some say now I barely get people to talk because I'm for be brain person I'm for here. Even near a year in the transplant no cry. In fact me need David Dake didn't come was like now Branty so pen one say one so be so it becomes difficult how make us like mini pay yanka and can measures and gone 2 months in cranky tears, you know what I mean, but it's people and their own so then discussion went on but like nothing was happening, but it was a burn in the it's way more on na planets who one mobile so in comedy anyone H kakra in terms of the going, you know, in terms of you see a call maticra bit cry cry. All right, so that's when the patient can
facility
on me so we're working around and no, but there was a little hitch even with the facility now aircon. Emma, we had to postpone surgery the last time. No, it means surgery needing combona no catch them and say doc. Maybe cry like me didn't come and say bagana dear. I don't know, make facility mawa. You come and inspect. It's a place I'll feel say bit me a year. You know, so on the crowd, any big deal. The facility no our theater you know we can block it for the surgery because of the 2 patients. And I was like, okay, if that is the case, dear, my may a couple of days.
Patients
boom. So the surgery, my church okay. It's then okay, and I'm so okay, excellent. It's my team members didn't come and say, Masa, it's me organize here. We can do this thing in Kumasi.
Okay.
And trust me, that in common of organizing till the thing was done, Kyerewaa was 1 month. Organize it and getting it done was in the space of 1 month. Papa. We had been planning this from 2018.
That's a what you mean 1 month.
And that 1 month, if I said General Bio, he was like, in fact, as to how proactive we were. Because like 1 month, Jane who say okay, and then now I had to start calling people, putting teams together, and Obia me friend be our opportunity.
Okay.
Everybody was like, okay,
Elliot, let's do it. Everyone was ready.
The facility, no, so Nyamiadom Hope Exchange in a year, no, they were phenomenal.
Hope Exchange
the hustle come out.
Because like economy I didn't know
exactly. Into me share hall, share theaters, no, me ne, medical director, name general manager, Mudin Komonina, and they were all proactive. We see, and these are some of the things I told you, Emma in Nemanko and Nimono. And to be honest, it's not like Nabibia in Hope Exchange was perfect. No.
Okay.
But they were like, okay, doc, we will do it.
Yeah.
Let us know the things we need. You knew where, then we are planning. How can we get it in? In fact,
let me chip this in. What happened to Abaya Resabia Hodo?
I'm not there.
And Hugh, when I hear Nintino.
You see,
I'm at theaters, no.
I because in comedy, no.
Because we are national touch. Our national touch.
And our hope and our prayer was that it would have happened in, of course, okay. But send a kind and comedy shall say 2018. Okay. You know, maybe we were here. It's me now 2018 up to 2024. If it was been back and forth, and now you know, and the bureaucracies and the so now we are hard pressed. We had 1 month. Every other thing is ready. I got facility now. Facility is so. In fact, even surgeon a crowd. I catch them so. If me and penny phone and I tried honestly. I mean, but I felt listen. Let's start from somewhere. And yes, that's the only surgery we are going to do. Nyamia Dom now, they're successful. Probably if we bring up the conversation, Bioma, people will now know it's okay. Proof of concept now.
You have a testimony.
Exactly. Into ABBA, and yes, and now can ABBA, you beat me. And that is what we had said from the beginning. But I'm for a dream on transplant in a big thing. But like, no, it's not. It is all little surgery. A human Kyerewaa, when it has to do with obeying your kidney area. How are you best sustaining? You pay a perfect match. And only a juma made on daily basis. So any big deal. We no mko India na ba. Ya so na ehwe all through till
okoye surgery ne ba wi a.
Me na me hwe. So the point is say nya kan ne surgery ne part no. E den na aka it's just surgery. In fact, surgery you know, you can be in the space of 3 to 4 hours. It was done. So 4 hours in tea. Now I've done all the workup, 4 hours, so it's 5 hours. Let's even give a bit of a inity. Now somebody has to obeswa nebusi on phone na ako India, baby obeda flight in Myanmar, will be hospital, be a wouldn't how I navigate. What in American here? So why can't we just look at doing it here? And that has been near Maka from 2018.
Okay.
And then finally now we're able to do it.
It's more year within 3 hours, no. A breben and a nitty.
Oh, so generally anesthesia, dear. Yeah, yes, surgery, just like every other surgery. We are. In fact, getting towards the end of the surgery, no, anesthesia, no, cry, so almost it's crack.
Okay.
And then after an hour or so, you are up, basically.
That's why now, or what when you're so timid in the kidney mouth. Because said the awu can say more machine in I ready. Na patient in that one, I'm when you're dona.
And yeah, India
Bruni no besa for
play. Nti ye hiamu enti who can donate obia ono ankasa ho ye of course ho nya untimi donate sort of but eno no ye yen ye dwuma enti ment na fie enka se oh me dem fee say me ho nye. In fact me one of my first patients me back from training me dey call India no omo achia pedona no munya bi oh yes auntie because she no I think say if I cry me call external examination or UCC those times cry na ho na no eti omo kete say me ba no na patient kakra na e wo ho no mom so na o ba dia na be hwe omo free yi na so no problem ti me na branch edi nkomo and the doctor na kayam so omo de omo ya ready and compass omo ya transplant but omo nya donor na ne yi jira ne nchen na say na yere also omo ko UK for say ontimi nya surgery na say I didn't know ontimi nya surgery no so why operation pain na say why operation pain it doesn't take you out from the surgery
no kidney ye twa wo he
o da match be ba be chire nya betre na so then na me catch a lady ne say the only thing na say well you know so say pressure o me so na so okay pressure depending on in rook one if the BP is controlled why a surgery na a war surgery cesarean section
yes
and nya bibia e kan o kidney no so for me no it was not any other say na starting a workup no in a space of 3 to 6 months na bibia was fine on no donate man kunu
workup na dia na moye
oh nti mehwe o moja mehwe o jonso in fact psychologically also assess o kakra also you sure say wakoma ye adwuma ye sure say won so kidney ni ye adwuma won say nkrofo bi o mo ba say o ba be donate am obi o ba hwe na on kra na kidney na ho
blood donation
cry ye am for thank you so there are a lot of lab workers here because e hu hia pass oni pakra o be donate am obi no you should be excellent
kidney na etu ohun
nyame ye wadoma
ebi de ba ko
ebi de like I am become ebi de 1.5 ebi de 1 nche dan nya adwuma papa but I did no dia
ne dia mienu nyina ho aba asem no transplant ne be hia mienu
there be me that pass we bisa so normally no ye nim say kidney mienu ni nya adwuma bom but obi a ne kidney ni nya adwuma no we assume say in fact two ni nyina na nya adwuma that's why obekọ dialysis oba wo de no ye nyim mienu ni nyina ma no ye mienu nyina ma wa mean say ye no kwa kwato dialysis so me bo but ye hwehwemu no na ye hu say wo kidney na ho den na ye good enough ye nyansa kire ye say ye betimi yi ba ko ama no wo ba ko na aka no e be hwe okama and that is the near ye and sorry the key thing about transplant surgery is omo ye dey akọ India and that's even we no mpo no when you say Kyerewaa after 2 months oba review oba mienu kra na ba ko oba mienu pe o friend kra so mra review omba aden ne ho ye wa go back to no meka donor no ne donate ma me patient ne ho ye so much so that okay to omba review go nim nti oba review no ono ye yi ni kidney ne ma
that's how for donate ovary so mo na go baby
2 days ye surgery 2-3 days and ye yi no in fact no den no nanti go ni fie ko fa ni minim say car ko no de ko ni fie
so when you busuani na ye bontin so ni ayetua ne car na
to be honest kidneys no entese carburetor anas entese tie anas entese enye bibia it is sold on open market ye ton kidneys amafo ntie mi ye bra ye ton kidneys it is actually very unethical. In fact, I get a lot of calls. I'm for be frame as you be brain na you will be up so ton the kidney. Unya you see the word ton. Me feel cry.
Me cover topic we by last week na me rant any ba ko. Say editor. See, kidney near you, and I'm saying, Mr. Doctor, is a bit me the dear back woman, and I mean,
good. Ubeti me do the ama. That is fine. Oh, quack or tongue, that is not done.
Tinipana peso beche.
Thank you. The idea, and say, listen, you won't be or you are down for a unia or you'll be a unimno. And I want to say when your kidney area. What to say, your money kidney, go blood group and then dear fa. Ube pese, Kyerewaa madam for. Me who say, me who young quantity I made it me kidney the back one. Just like blood, I would the money per crown. Oh, maybe Kyerewaa, oh, I said you knew. Oh, Dr. Tano, me that's it. That's it. But say me the boy atoso. Kidney, and you be a young ton saying.
Or the Malcolm, Masanko photo ovaries and it's a X.
Well, a hot minimum hot there.
But so we are always happy.
Because the idea, and I say, indeed, there's no body part that should be sold with an amount that's so. It's unethical. One of the things, as nephrologists, you assign the so-called the Declaration of Istanbul, your friend, is to ensure say there's equity. Now, Kyerewaa, who decided? Who decided? Say, okay, obi to me ton kidney. And one say, and that's what happens in India. Some in Chen for no. And one say, what boy ra kejetia? Kejetia, ubo ra no after 9 p.m. Obi da kwine chain. Oh, maza. Onim. Me no be ko India. You be try take it. Aja o pekwa kwine to cry a big grandma no. Oh, you go India. Oh, you be shopping amount. Maybe to the tune of I don't know what. Maybe a 5,000
capital. You be change your brabo.
Thank you. Now the point in say the person no unpa chrono might end up doing it because of the amount you are given. But the amount now no. The question is ethically, is it equal to the life that unpa chrono them out? But what you are saying,
sure.
Good. Obi nam order kejetia woman 2,000 we kuno we 2,000 Ghana cedi just say who says it can be da e woni wiase mu dem be fa ko now so you are not helping the person. What in America say
also free ni mu
what you say thank you
so or
the chow yes okay. So the fact that we decide to me babe ton I now ton you mention an amount no it's unethical. Now what is going to happen is say and check it that's a year what is going to happen is say isika for like as usual, would abuse the poor. It do a while, and that was happening a lot in India. Obakonam ranting and bebre, ye chicho mu kidneys, ya kidnap your mokra. Now then, though, ya come money be betting and no nani kidney cop.
Okay.
Oh, a quack or two Biana Cacraman, and what could di cacra or teen and near nani kidney call you, so sick and 3, I don't know what, near the amount. That is unethical.
Okay.
So as much as your person here transplant no e here pass here sure as amount for be any one person or donate odi no it's indeed important me sure so be we sorry obi wo fie obi wo ya wenya kidney area do the person some good. There's a time and we also have to show that we love each other.
Okay.
Then American to be obi nya kidney area that na nyame beye meanwhile no ebia nyame beye no it is through you. Obey you kidney back. Thank you. And you see, near a month for soon say, hey, I may make a media back when I'm in kidney area. Ain't near Wahono. Near a why say, oh, bah, and there are people like Omaba and Emma many new and Kunu. I make us say they're going to me donate. I die here because me who's a wild kidney now one day no.
Low battery.
Aha, into won't me donate. And I mean, won't be you or Mujama ultimately, then we take you out. Genuinely. There are people who feel very good. They offered, but not doctor willingly. And that is how we want it. And then we move on. Okay, Naira and Fa, Ebian, Umaya Sen also, Memaya Bemi and San, near Shasi. And we get one. The advantage in a say, a ya a bambusia, a bois. Because chances are that there's more in terms of cross matching and much better. Basi yenye busuya we go to second year cousins and uncles and then eventually friends. We have seen a lot of friends people donating. Oh, me ne go school no madam for pad and then that's fine, right? But it has to be altruistic in the sense that me pese me donate kidney no more.
You try more rareness fifi.
Correct.
Kidney fifi.
Debbie. Into yi ba konoma me kai me patient back say o yi ne kidney back go my so o feeling on psychologically o feel so yi nti ama ne ha no atom so me say come here body dey crab say bay psychologically he thinks but nonetheless all the times I'm measuring the kidney function excellent.
by obet me you are psychologist and so I'm
so we do all of that.
Obet me a catch a doctor never na kidney ma when they say
exactly
some
and
form
that
of confidence we also a movie.
You know what? One of the key things I should say in a sense, sometimes it's amazing the kind of confidence our patients in us.
Okay.
Patients here what decided once oh yeah number one na BBB na
trials.
yeah, thank you. But there was one thing my patients in the kind also doc.
Your bana bema. Oyinipa.
Me that's it.
Say me sha asa na obeka ti asha
So the key thing is obviously I'm say like when we say so doc until you can't say about Kumasi no. Now I had to discuss with him because now plan was Kumasi.
Okay.
Now the plan was so nka abrochire na eventually Accra na you can't see Kumasi. I think back one kind in fact it actually warmed my heart saying, doc, I know you and I trust you. So far, one or me all this well. You make the right decisions for me. Once a doctor found so there, even if we want you to be part of the decision, that is proper care. It's also I believe that if you feel it, doc, that we can do this thing in Kumasi, I trust you. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
And for me, that was so like overwhelming, like a torment. So
yeah, dream be say bigger facilities in our own crime.
But the fact that we need to say okay, one now we'll see yeah, meaning that you are not coming to put together any team
okay.
And if that is the confidence that patients know will be more, honestly, it in fact goosebumps grab me. And I also had to ensure say, hey, I cannot let my patient down.
No.
So I have to do whatever is within our power to ensure everything. And Nema Hope Exchange, we had to bring a dialysis machine from my end to make sure, so just in case, because you don't want a situation where so we sort the water up and then we brought the dialysis just in case we needed it and all of that. I mean, just to make sure that everything was done according to textbook. So though it's happening in Kumasi, Ubia, in fact, if you bring any nephrologist and now BB from everywhere, we had followed all that we needed to follow.
Infrastructure near money in a year by clinically contributed to success rate.
Yeah. So clinically, you need a very good match. And that's where it matters much in terms of onipakura de ebrewo. And two, the medications.
Answer and our
before and after, So on some patients, that theater bed, the night before, exchange for there's a protocol until you have to teach them now. Your mom patients in row how we clean them and wash them. So we went according to the protocol. No, but you see, and I need to say this. And I'm for be brief. You say we yet transplanter. Oh, it's wow, John saw that is not true. You can never have a transplanter unomedro.
Okay.
Why is so necessary? Kyerewaa, me body organ mawa. The way Anyankopa body no. Bibia e fi baby foforo. Eba yimu no. Your body no be ebe kwetia no. Right? So if me di obi body brewa, do minim say body no be boa no. O body no onim no. Onim no obe kwetia no. No kwetia na eno kra de na theater table no so abunze na kidney na say.
Okay.
So the key thing is say, also you sure say would be nimno. Now when nimno there, also your man draw a be brand ne army ne down. Send a bear or bear accept kidney no.
Right? Go through acceptance process.
Good. Now even for the first 6 months, the first to the 1 year, sometimes beyond no. Now feel because I feel with time I say they are getting to know each other. Team no crack. But for the first 6 months, in fact, for us as blacks, kidney no more. So normally, we try to ensure say no levels, baby or say. And these are the follow up I here with the patient. Or why are checking the moja. I will say no the man level no be a come. The kidney now one then let say the Johnson back come because we lose guard kakra. We bet me infection create wage out.
In Tiansana, a night before we said the patient Hope Exchange and I are
so into geomo to her a day or two because there were a few things labs and them all see and I then
oba the kidney more ba be man say emfa
oh and the emfa gender so the gender part it's a bit technical. It all depends on BB a friend or renal dosing. Okay, in the sense me swan me so a metimi eyi me kidney ama me ba for instance.
Okay.
At him look at the be adwuma more than on one kidney sinkitin. Okay? But on the other hand, me a me ba beji wo kidney no. Me so chen wa wo kidney no ebe ketwa. Into one way near intimi satisfy me. In terms of me needs no if and no penny the year and bamuka crab otherwise or bite me the ma to me the ma shouldn't be a problem. Of course, age wise, you should be a person that you can make your own decisions, all right? And in Ghana we
a consent and answer clinically age be drawn son with me adonate.
So me person me share the concept behind it in the sense when you do baby, you can make a decision for yourself.
Okay.
And in Ghana, for instance, and many other places, we think the age 18 is the age where we decide this. Me person me donate me kidney mommy, and your mommy na force me say me donate. What am I gonna say? Then that is fine. But for most transplant programs, they like to peg it 21 and above because 18 year ultimate to about 2 about there. And so that's you probably need to be a bit more matured. But age wise, normally we prefer 21 and above. And then in terms of the upper age, it depends on the kidney. I've had patients maybe are donors, maybe are 60 years and all. But of course, the younger sometimes the better because of the surgery now. Until we think but in terms of the lower cutoff, anything above 18, which means make your decisions. You think you want to do this for your mom, your dad, new baby there, and your baby and so on.
Yeah, procedure and producer. I have photos on a shade. Say yeah, wait da ye near the cook.
Very good question. All right.
So it's in
your baby shas here. First, your baby fat your baby yini kidney no. First donor no. Yeah, and then I call the first theater. Okay? And then I call theater anesthesia for a man dying or near shas here. Your shas here ya call some 30 minutes or so into it no. Now your baby first second one no. I call the next theater.
The next one,
the same theater. The next theater. And then I only hear 2 theaters. Okay. Now next theater na the say we have another set of surgeons could be a baby a kidney in the too.
Okay.
Near sure say all the vessels and then blood and then are nicely exposed. What happens and say ye a hano harvesting now you any kidney now because time ya no ya person moja nam kidney ni mo. Won't say dissect ya shows a kidney na da hokama vessels ne bibia but clamping ja. Until you be sure say the next theater no wada bibia kama because ye twa because ye twa kidney na ye mpese say na be a man for better ye pese from ma be fa so ache ye pese moja enam eche eye adwuma because u twa organ no na wo ma ne che na moja enam mu a ebese.
Okay.
So we work with time. Your friend is chemic time. You work with some time. It's a time no. Say na be keep it time no as small as possible no. Or see sure say second theater now are you ready? Patient now ready. The whole anesthesia wada bed now ready. It meaning say you try ya near wash it because also you sure say moja ba kukura ifi dona nimo no kidney nimo. It's because a man reacted. So you better wash kidney na sure say no blood clot and vessels ni munti o dey draw bi be fefa mu why we see kakara and decide I mean how you for a feeling but maybe let me not go into details say on be wash it okay you better wash kidney no I sure say come on na hana ready no na pa so the theaters are normally closed and then we just carry it in ice.
It's simple when you are narrating. But the more you said your own narrating.
Oh, it's not too and you're complicated. If it is something that you've done and seen for so long and you're complicated, it's just me church you mua mam for atiasie. It's ye kidney na ye the two ice mu send a bear be keeping cold and all send a bear and running. It's who preparing na or ice muna there's a particular fluid that they're running through and all of that. We are a hana let's say theater hana ready. Then we now take the organ and then we just start the process of now trying to understand put it together. And we put it together na ya moja then a film. Moja ne film the most part fe come that yina yepe. Ne say what connect kidney no to the new patient na Johnson ashasi ba. In fact table no so we be say Johnson started about through the kidney. Then no chair say juma. If we are night, we put it back, we close up, near connected to the bag, and from the first hour, no Johnson baby bray.
By that time, no catheter.
So we share catheter, so we connect and it goes into the catheter bag, no. And the bag and then the monitor. And normally you shall say, "You person Johnson the baby brain, Johnson the baby brain, no." And what you say, yeah,
na family pan. Inti ebasa na de oyi ne de ne man.
Oyi ne de no afi na afi ye close ne up. Inti na e biti what will happen? Say, unse inti na team no doors no. On beja one be just to close up way no. And then now all the attention. It won't say be a me. Exactly. And then now all the attention now comes to near all G kidney, no.
Okay.
And then we ensure so send me explain or connecting and all of that. But the connected bag now, Johnson and bar, not just saying.
Into a real say affecting a Diana.
Oh, there be
both donor and
not at all. Because technically speaking, no, once the transplant nankasa yam call mo yam.
Are you kidney dying?
Kidney non kasa no a cheap. Okay. Now so ye transplant here minim say okay ye transplant here ye the two bladder na enchain ejunso twa na enchain because all say it won't say crofo bebre na do mo right e hanom say na baby me connected to junso twa no right until obi a transplant bia no be won na scar kakra e da na yam ase hanom and then kidney no is right below it until ukobo obi yam below a side now you can actually touch the kidney at the horn very superficial and go deep and go deep cra it's near my main camera for here udie mi no na ebo wachi as usual no yamfa yansanka it's be just so technically no me patient no now after transplant no o kidneys me yansa and then the donor
non-functional too
no well non-functional too and then the new one yeah.
Hey,
interview
dey I was about Dr. Tano ne ne twetwe nkomo na nche mema mo so mabamu bi na mo bebi sa but ye de ni nyina mu ye de aseda ma erade se nipa no ho ato na wo ho enti after that no donor any receiver ni nyina no bibia be ye okay ma wo mo a omo bobra te said the omo bobra na
slate said donor ne be mana ko fie on the third day on the second day me ko review no I said dog da be na me ko fie oh na nam na way on there said donor technically donor onyare
donor the why is so PDK so that's
oh onyare na ho ye and away in the kidney and again and I make candia shaman phone crime say wo yi kidney ba ko o de ba ko no one can't kire me say the next day na Johnson swati the way our Johnson yi ba ko no is the same way our Johnson or ba review ba ko ma share the second review kra wa ma your friend or ye na adwuma kra just on team case kra na ho ye
possible complications be there.
Oh, of course, just like every other surgery, complications in the baby. I mean, from simple pain and bleeding till you can die. Of course, surgery there, so you know, anesthesia complications and on. You're going to complications there. One here, but I think one of the major things are remember mom for who about and I say complications don't do one answer. Agent in Rona at the moment because in Rona at the moment, I know what shit. Okay, and Ra a break it down immunity there, a drobia yemfeni agro. Because the key thing is when I break down immunity now, what happens? I say viruses, ne bacteria, ne a year coach you call benyana, you are open to them.
Okay.
Right? So one of the key things, I say, ensure say the moment the transplant is done because of medications, infections are in so easily your mom near friend prophylaxis.
Okay.
So we just put them on but I've seen patients are on top of the prophylaxis still they are getting bacterial infections, they are getting viral infections and all. But and nothing now we are transplant new year men copy baby say oh my BBI me 1 year no also constantly don't bet you yeah sure say BBI come on. A very sad story. A brandy be, I think, say, no fee in cocoa, said, okay, a transplant, no, quite name before the transplant. No, I mean, a kidney man, no, I'm a penasampa. No, we are not in crime. Year, Juma, or then my meeting come because I'm going there near culture. Oh, every one when be your labs now, or one found who caught it in near my house, and a brandy and not in a baby, and your baby. A friend may or back on for not those times. In fact, you're checking the blood level of one of the medications, and just say, Nakuju talk. Just a brandy and probably I don't know for the past 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month is a don't cry or no.
Inti the equity the man who was say.
It's a best say. About the sign any friend rejection. Now a car rejection quite there. So always I'll go back to dialysis, but that didn't happen. Unfortunately, your side effects also of some of the medications you had previously taken or but that come for not long and short. we actually lost him.
In the moment I beka say o kidney no ho aba asem. So why you ready say obey transplant there and dialysis no to so kra ho.
And no, your friend no, technically your friend preemptive. So I've had patients sika ofie omo obi obedonate ama omo nkwala na do so ntina pacho mo hu bebre na ba se hu ya eti na the plan was say okay on ya dialysis cry na yakaka ye hu abom. But you see the point in so unfortunately delays kakraba according to in those times, okay? So unfortunately now a few sessions be and they had to travel. But not delays number because of I think foreign affairs and my delays na by the anka obeko straight akwa transplant na on that dialysis cry. That is also an option I have a consider.
So na yanka preventive measures na
how me.
It's the usi pesa ukano.
Send the match by Minsuru.
To Baba can
and
you ma quite for near
because this is all new. Me sure some more questions be brief. Our person will be signed to the enkano.
Into my said you know.
Oh, that. In fact, our plan was February until you chair down my date in the day. Again, in America, no, you hear matches not to work out, lab need BBR to work out. Into me 2 beer. Make it come more boom. I call a few of the labs so be a book come there. Hopefully by end of February we should do the next one.
If not, me class of people be paying to me
in terms of surgery, Nana.
Finance.
Hey, and basic because the way I tell now no. Still I import you
free India buy and I'm paying for kuku dance so mujeja obi ans beje ne pay
so bibisa nti but near hard drink kese ne new fi hoba no.
Okay.
Because all bano, I mean, in as much as it has to be worth as well, sort of. Still, it's kind of kakra.
Until we are looking at.
Oh, so this one I can say near ye. Now you pay the amount that it was around $25,000.
Oh, the Fabra cities.
Cities in there is a math in a moment times. I hear 15 and 16 and 17.
Producer bomber and near who is cities. So $25,000. The producer the Beba
on my the current rate. But because I in dollars normally we try to keep it in the dollars. No? But the hope and say with time no in local, yeah, maybe price and all might be a bit better.
But now white in the
film. But now white in no. Mr. Rokan said new group no crowd here 25 na beko nanim kakra.
Okay. Your ma eti for near for mrem.
Me da say.
But me ba say ye obi transplant no for me.
And they see that.
And we are not there this side anybody.
Again, you never be brave. And one of the major ones here. Was that kidney patients and kasa omo mo da dialysis trainer omo ho den wo form kakra. Nti to be na bi ntimi anesthesia na no.
Tina ma me bi say obu a ohun ya o say on da dialysis to bia obeye intente be
feel. O cautious ya planning in term and normally I encourage have my patients be brave 2 or 4. Yan and term done to be on for a while.
Yeah, the adwene penny said that who just
no cra.
Nyanko obeye but they take me go is not there. 0551599933 0551444933 Eradia dom kuma se he ya kidney transplant ama nipa no ho atono oye nipa so oye oba oye bema oye nipa nti line went
oye bema
na tina pese bisa say success rate no gender contribute ana
no
emfa
okay. Gender na dey emfa there are major factors rather it me but gender dey yes oye oba bema
okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mama.
The first and how can say free?
Mr. Asenia Dream House. Yeah, the Yamia say. Me who doctor ni who can you or Facebook no na me aje pa. Me mpaye ni say ibinya sponsor say dey ya the best client ne ba more than one ibinya bibi ama wo mo say dey ya amanfo nso be patronize ni pa that show mo congratulations.
Yami Shrawon so 0551599933 0551444933. Hello, good afternoon. Pacho lower TV na radio no why.
Good afternoon.
Pacho first and how can say free?
Pacho me the Florence me can say free dance asokwa.
Loyalty you.
Oh, we dey me pacho doctor as the other say ewo nkyerɛkyerɛ a wɔde ama yɛ na mepatwo o that way mesrɛ wɔ ɛde adesrɛdeɛ da kwaya ma obi a ɔhyɛ aso mmra hɔ na yɛn nso a yɛwɔ problem wɔ yɛ aso no ntiminti nkyerɛkyerɛ ne kakra ne mmoa
atwo yo yɛ da ase em sɛ da bi baae no na wantie ne ENT for no ayi bi pa ba yɛbɛtwerɛ aka ho ne yɛde aba 0551599933. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Timi enyina so 0551599933 0551444933. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Ache frost na ka se free.
From Obria Bom Casafita Crade.
Pochota crade for 1 year.
Obia no ya papa na wo say.
Nyame na adom ye ti o.
Mpacho le say obi donator aya nipa no donate no woman bibi kakra.
Entie ncheche ni fitiase hu.
Aha.
Okay. Doctor. Tia wa yenton.
Yo, enti em say ese na okan ni edi ho nkomo ba ne meka ne say ejina onipa kro wo kwa yi kidney na ma no no so ebia odom no ebia oye wadamfo ana oye onua bi na owie na so gemolti nom ana se jiwe kotokuku bia eno na ha but enye se kidney na yenton kidney no.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
mommy.
Mpacho FM nana ya mekasa free kofodia.
Nana yetio.
Mommy, mpacho question kakra bi na mpese nka mebisa doctor nanka o mami mu chechemu.
Yetio.
Mpacho sometimes me dana se so ya homache ana no papa ya me Philippines wo me kakra. But on and off. Ba me dey go hospital ama ya check ya ma me ama ya my scan but yes enye bibia. I don't know
say no because why scan near read scan near see bibia there.
But last year more but says me start feeling happen but enye say be all the time. Eba na eko as me sorry abey some minutes no net ko.
Doctor, is so sign hospital.
On san ko no mo assessing bi ebi kra na ebi bi foforo.
And they develop okay. 0551599933. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ache frost na ka se free.
Ache frame ko akudua ka se free teacher mso.
Bra ka ku yetie.
Ache o say.
Pacho yetie o.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Enti lower TV na radio no. Na eni nkomon fa phone ni mo ai ejedua.
Me pacho me if I see the man TB, me the tomb, but and yet my bena. Okay. Me say me pacho, a dear near my bena who will read the moi. Science to say a dear way in your side, any.
So kidney no one by some one. Okay, doctor.
No mom cry there, make us ejedua. Me train and share science no. Kidney yare ne mana ha drink kese ne say from beginning no enka hwe nkyerɛ nti wo voice a metie ne de me sure say at least umfie no wanim kakra nti no an say wakɔ hospital omo nka say omo check o kidney na ho oden omo check o pressure na sugar na sa anema no ehu hia pa wo ka say wo twen bibi dia wan hwe na too late.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Acha frost na ka say free.
I'm the Isaac Katafi magazine.
Isaac yetio.
And kidney say ever na say obi mu fresh na say ke to be there to wey ntumi
ye dey say fridge mo
ai nanka obi here bia na dey am.
Doctor, is that possible?
No only possible but meaning say ye dey be share fridge mu acha dodo
ni nya dey obe
ni nya ha nti e be better say unya me sure say wo area ho na hwan wo adamfo bi a o ka say obehia kidney ne bia na say ohia yi a na ne una ne di nkomo na waba ne ya start aye labs no ne ya twen da oye ono aye ready no na waba se ne ye chechire mu na yi ya ne de ahye ne mu ba ye de ahye fridge mu de wanhwa na ache.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Pacha first na ka se free.
Pacho FM Adwoa me ka se free of that.
Name kasa den kakra why?
Pacho me ka se free of that.
Yetio.
Pacho me bisa question kakra.
Adwoa bisa.
Maybe say, but you say, a kidney no. So transplant 99 successful. A bit me free donor na or donating the kidney na.
Doctor.
Yeah, but that's a very good question. And possibilities in there also. So it could be say be a donor no vessel no nintin no baby and sheda and it's possible. But more often than not, because of tester ye and we are able to it me who no which is less likely. Nia na hard drink kesiye pa ne onipa krona oba beji kidney no. Ne army no ahoɔden vis-a-vis how our own monroe and how are you balancing runo and as infections are munyano.
But all these assessments are done before day
exactly.
of surgery.
But yeah assessments ni we are what send make a brand and one no no. One no monroe na you will not be able to maintain the kidney. Okay. Though a year you might come up from beginning.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
51599933 0551444933. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. But
hello.
I say free.
But me de tabla me ka free kumase ya.
Tabla yitu.
Me ba chawo me so ana me mfe be ya me blaze ya na ebo na dade ne wo no. Ana eya me ya pa nti me de ade fra so ana ano ne system.
Tabna.
Amen.
On say Bryce ani bi wo no ma on fi ho ne another dey ehye ho.
E ba chan.
Dade ni hwehwe ani mu no oyi ne ho no wo. Say bi na na.
Na awono eya me ya. Me nufu no. Amen.
Stabna.
Me ba chan.
Doctor Stabna line nem sa fi na nkomo na but e ma Bryce ya no ya another dey bi. E wo aha ne ha no.
Ne mo de bo life no. Yeah, sure said that the end emia.
No, a whole dear den. A whole dear. Bufu and or say a day.
The advice now can't share now. Either so better bra metals in him. Because metal no ma near friend pressure necrosis. Pressure no a cohon no much. Obviously.
But so more that dear any so I ain't me must be in a
most likely. Send all the word describing because question baby son no because man be but no more complaining. I'm on camera no cross him. But any munti say I bra now born. It's saying that you man. It's all you have to do is avoid that idea. Na be a man thing kakra na
that dear ni so ni my hold.
Either send obedin now they are wasafa and now say
beauty is queen.
And my D and come on.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
But I frost and I can say free.
But I did Johannes, because I feel good.
Johannes, yet you.
Yeah, but person be questions. I remember Adwoa, and so I want to get kidney transplanted. Which sickness? Adwoa, you cannot do kidney transplanted.
But the donor or the receiver?
The receiver.
Okay. Apart from kidney problem, no, say Arabia and Adwoa. Transplant no.
Oh, as the receiver no. Yeah. Okay. So basically no say base ya cancer kokram. Maybe cancer. Patient be and I'm working it up. Young man unfortunately 48 or so thereabout. You started work up on any who say when you have prostate cancer. Or cancer be of some sort you intimi some be or army no cells now I think a bomb our fighting hands who are no no. To be honest, we cannot go ahead and transplant you.
Okay. Apart from cancer, there
are a few more. If there are conditions, be or one man. It would be depending on the console I do kidney area and buy. Because at the corner I do kidney area and buy, a BB a type of recurrence. It may sense bioma. You're more kidney for a better sense biome. So we are very careful. But nonetheless, and I say, oh, it's too much drink kakra. I mean, you are mentally deranged. One year I want to mean follow up and no moon run and all. And that infections be to say hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and also you treat you and HIV, also you treat you, you sure say viral load on what form. You first cried any and transplant, but now in the NSO and once say viral load number form, we can go ahead and transplant you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
If I say now, can say free in Pacho.
In Pacho, FM, for your mic, make us free after Mother.
That might get you.
If I do,
my day. Lower radio and not TV, no why.
Me pato akokora kidney utimi ma abante mani
doctor
Bacho ai akwakora timi donate ma brand mani yi pa mani hia kesia na se yebere sa akwakora kidney no na ho den no eye de a ebetimi yi ama brand pa.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Bacha Frost and I say free.
If I try to Brian, I can say free.
Brian, you too.
If I do, person beside of person, and you be say, ye way back, no, who donate back, or ye the man will be a unya who they said back on
Doctor, who donate you kidney back, who will be a unya who they said there. Dada nana.
Aye, back on a bit me at me a whole deal, come on. It's not if you want to be answer ya donation no e hu hia pa no it ye declare say ubetimi dia ba ko no betimi ahwe o kama pa.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Acha Frost and I say free.
Pacho mi ndi kia me ka free sankase.
Efia etiu.
Pacho na mbese mbisa so be pressure was na diabetes no. Uncontrolled. So we best me a kidney transplant or no best me a kidney no. Yes.
Okay.
Receiver no.
Good. So one of the important things I need to say, or diabetes and I say or pressure and no na of course I more often than not the kidney no ahun den no form. So yeah, no, that's one of the key things you bet me I be advice or be controlling. BP no and sugar no. Na BP ne dey nru no mo nru there will be able to control it. One thing I name about sugar no rather na say to the bia o kidney na ho ana ho den na e form na o dialysis so o diabetes crap o bon say na o sugar require and na say insulin na say one requirement no na e sort because of kidney na ho den na e form no. So most people are obewa diabetes there but and so no ba ko do dialysis so and na say ye beka so be hia transplant bon say na nro na onom no eswate but and so na obe transplant na there e be too for say also control sugar no any BP no. To be honest one time and control here the hope and the yen say one kasa transplant in run na one nom ni ye. So enu ni hia ye pa kra before we go ahead and transplant you have to show us say obetimi anu nro na kama. Yes, I bet you nya be bregu.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mama.
Bacha Frost and I say free.
I probably killer V. Make us play a command. If it's a doctor say.
Killer 18.
If it's a doctor say. We be a donation say you be 1 year. Yeah, inama ye transfer in nipa na ohia one. A doctors na so I don't know what job on sir.
Opposite say the here na see enya kidney ni still we no mo dey nesa.
I will hear nipa say nipa be ya na mo dey mo job on sir. Mo job on sir yentimi ma me job on bu obetimi your madam for be say no your papa say me ba ko yimi dia ma no.
Now I ready so be na so scan into my intimi anyi.
Scan into my intimi anyi. Yeah.
Maso.
Chewa when him say a draw back the surgeon nearby or the buy. You draw back or the warm 1 2 3 na $3,000 a draw back until to the be a no man idea no and I am no boarding and a ma cost no yeden e cost no until and yet to be honest transplant yeah personally grad man shada because for me no na e hia near say you bet me approve concept etina make say oh e be hia say oh doctor Adwoa ma yetimi keka nremabo obenya sika kakra dia and also ye become because near yeah na there virtually scanning now call into enroll and a hospital admission surgeon now obey you know that's where majority of the sikano call not even yeah wa na ma yeah transplant yeah you need je ho na say yetimi aye and I hope na see a bit me ato aso aye nti yetimi motivate ye when ye to aso ye de any day bia with me and the more I be no for me no and my price never down doctor here by e bia nke 10 nipa no ba be ya meaning say eventually no e ma price na e aba form ba oba na nipa ba akopa say who they will be ba be one say you ban guy 10 and yet twice ni 222 for 1 week bi na bi kra it would have made the price go down until we are still encouraging you ni donate my adofo.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pacha Frost and Oka say free.
Pacha Family.
Pacha say free say.
Dennis. Tamale.
So Dennis here too.
Pacha, my question is this: you be kidney that with me about husband.
You kidneys say.
Like you kidney back, in a flexion back, you me in front.
Oh.
Yeah, so mantini you so ya nephrectomy you betimi esan yi aka ba akọ dia say wontimi nyi ba akọ mu
ya na uko
it is why nephrectomy yi ba akọ dia mesrew ene ba akọ no ho ban o de wontimi ndoneti mu obia me kra mempene
odo ne broso
na ha sa odo we kra de mentwen
ono o se bible say do yo nko
se wo hu ba nya che wo
odo ne nko atane ho
nti o kidney ba ko dia
question na see ye dia na chese ne do ne broso
ne na odo pa but eno kra de me kra menye why
yesu kra nyi
no yesu di obeye ebia so oku mai ana mebo eno ye mai
so the kidney me no say ba kwa
we wu ama wo nje kidney no kwa kidney is just one organ yesu no oku ne hu the body ni na mai
okay obi so be consider the state or the to or feel say my younger generation.
And if you want to sacrifice there, then that is different. But technically, from there, I can want some there. Obana why you kidney back one. It is actually one of the first questions I maybe say will be our baby donate. Now, and then I tell you what kidneys need be no also baby be a movie. Maybe on yes scan crown and but quickly no my scan number. Oh, at least would you near me? Then we can have a conversation. But me kushena would you near back there? We cannot even intimate to us on dingomo.
Doctor. 5 minutes near sorry.
Mate.
Yentufu. Na ya ankodu transplant ya papa yi say the here ni kidney no so ya na mu discover bebre.
Ai. Minya nka ni here ni kidney no banje ni here nko ni kidney no nyoma bebre ka ho. Tiefo nyame adom yadamase nso ne mo mpae bo yetimi aye transplant yi ewo kumase ewo Hope Exchange. Eti na akoye the kidney specialist center na Hope Exchange collaboration nyame adom yehuni yehuni but for me no nia na me dekese pa na se me no bedi nkomo efa kwan a obefa so a unya kidney yare in the first place na nkomodie obi a otie Kessben pa na se otie me other platforms what to say me kan se bebre Kessben Kessben ya kan de yo sana matie eti ne ehia kese pa na se obehwe ohun so yi ehia from ment na on ka se me de me ho ye and all kidney no de betimi a shock eti efutuo na se wo ho a check wotie ne ye kan from Monday eko wape hospital bi wa check your pressure wa check your sugar wa check your kidney na ho oden cholesterol ne abetimi a check bi oh ye hwe ye so obi bi aye kama na wa da ho so na wadidi ye ma carbono esonte ma friend the protein no sonte na ma fruit and vegetables no so no monsio bebre te wonchine so ye exercise kakra emame we ye be ma odwon so a wo chim kakra ne nema dwon so na ma ye ne nema wakọ hospital ne ahwe ya kasi ya rebi also HIV hepatitis B hepatitis C ne wo ho bia na kọ hospital ne enhwe wo ye so diabetes na wo so so pressure na wo so so ampacho no munro no mengo tietie safo na se ye wo edro tatahwe bia onom ye be ma diabetes ne nema na kọ sa nema na moa uyo bin so bia ye farmer na se wo ye mason tembia wo ye adwuma wi a ho ye o ya na wo painkiller na wo diclo na wo hwan be careful sa nema nyina so ye den ha adwen bibi event say bibi drone so na wonom ne bebre bibi do na bebre wo honom a dokra nyame ni unnim ba bia o kidney na ho den wo na so anom aduru a unnim ne ye o kidney no eno so betimi ati kidney no so wo nom nsam pa cho na wate so ana se obegya kra ma me kra ba me de jot kra de me mfa wonsanka na ye sure say tem bia obehwe wo husu yie amayem wo nom nsio edi mransem kakra so me ye sure say obenyina che transplant ye bia wo na obedonate wo de e de ama obi nanso enye se wona ubehia bi afi obi ho eti me nyame enhira ene gya mu nyina nyame enhira mo
doctor dodo na nka obepese ebi a wo kidney problem na obedi hu nkomo no bia bitim ba se wenti mi kra amfre ana obi onuma se bo pese obesi ni ntuma go fi wa abontene mu tinko adaroma ka obema number bi
am be free yo metimi ti omo twepen
Kessben ye part of the success story
mate nti omo twepen 059 222 17 28
059 222 1728 059 222 1728 last week skin care any Dr. Kyerewaa Lydia Kyerewaa Jan Kesse ena eye means a message about say o doctor na any skin care no omo pen number Kyerewaa beauty parlor perpetual or Kyerewaa beauty parlor ye chiamu pa number ni 0243 146447 0243 146447 for Hannah Brebe Makwan and stay healthy Jumedino Yediesi Dr. Elliot Granton Tano, man of the moment, successful kidney transplant in Kumasi Radiadum.
I mean
this is just the beginning.
Amen.
I hope say it will be normalized into celebrating because I very normal say.
Thank you.
By the grace of God, to so be brace. And I can't meet me say kidney one step. Dr. Tano yakasa. So unfortunately, I'll say this on air. Dr. Koye said he chose to give the news to other people. One farmer and so kidney no one seminal measurement month and then in a year if you are crying and I be so one cast out in one. They say a custom into me and breaky be. He said, me no off.
Okay, so the problem is that when breaky.
Because we can't want our shots here. Kidney consult, we can't want our shots into a brow way in a buy. There was a website in a dekind. Now for France will be. Find me a west or Koyamanaye. I bid won't come over. Nenso so. Deacon Dr. Elliot Granton Tano and then a bonko. Porter's Chapel men night. We are still in the 28 days power of prayer conference. Indeed, if there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. As that Kessben production team headed by Mr. Samuel Edujemfi and Seth Wilson and Ichinchim camera no my on one so bo videos about tax in my Isaac ewo MCR Multi Credit Savings and Loans Limited BOG Vinegar check pressure you the kakra goods you na wono mu a e mamoja ni di afusane e me bibia e kama e di Adwoa Kyerewaa odomdom ya na wo twesene e besan e hye mu bi